Okay guys, good afternoon. Monday. So I'll show you guys what the storm brought us. We got a bunch of that stuff up here from the hurricane. A bunch of the rain and wind, and I mean, it made a mess out of everything. Just leaves and sticks and everything, everywhere. It's only been like 60 degrees out the whole weekend. Crappy. And I thought I'd show you what happened to the neighbors. There's willow tree over there. If I can zoom in. Yeah. Most of it came down. Cottonwoods, a couple of branches of them came down. We got a mess back here. I mean, it is bad. I just cleaned the yard up too the other day. Got it all cleaned up. As you see, I got branches and sticks and leaves everywhere. I just put my grass seed down. Now it's all covered in leaves and sticks. Now once all this dries up, I'll have to come back out here and clean all this up again. We just got sticks everywhere. Been raining like every single day, so I thought I'd show you guys how crappy it is out here. Can't do a whole lot out. I've been working. Okay guys, these are the shelves that I was painting earlier, or sanding earlier. I got 2 coats on this now. Take a little sandpaper. Make it nice and smooth and hard. It's been drying for about 10 minutes. The reason I didn't show you guys is because I had moved some other stuff around, do some stuff here. So I thought, well, I got a little chip. I'm going to touch that up. I got this one done. And one of the drawers done. Now I gotta just antique them and distress them a little bit. But if you want to see more, then come back tomorrow and you'll get to see me do this, the rest of the drawers and the dresser. And the other shelves. Trying to get all these done here. My thing is shit, the lady wants some, my niece wants some lightly distressed, a little antiqued. So that's what I'm going to work on, is trying to get that down. That's why I got the 2 coats on these, so I can test everything, see how I like it. This one here had a small little mark in it, so I thought it a little Durabond. I'll show you guys real quick how I take the sandpaper, make sure it's all nice and clean. Wipe it off. That's it. Got a little paint. I had to send my paint out a little bit. I did notice that this paint with the Durabond 90 and the plaster, any of the them, you want to keep stirring it, even every day if you can. Add a little water to it. You want it thin. You don't want it to be paste. I mean, you still get the chalkiness, you still get everything, but it just goes on smoother and you get a nicer coat at the end. I mean, I could easily leave this like this with the white showing through and put just a little bit of the blue, which looks good too, but I'm going to do just the opposite and add the white to it at the end. That way it ain't got so much to it, it'll have very little, just enough to bring it out like a grain. Paint my remote. I just want to show a quick end here to the Labor Day weekend video. I'm going to have another one coming up tomorrow. I got a little ending hopefully to this one, and so I wanted to test these out to see how they were going to work with the white and the new green, blue, whatever you want to call it, sea blue. I gotta find out what the actual name The lady didn't put the name on here, maybe she did. Sherwin, blah blah blah, half pint. No. Lowe's. See? They didn't give me the actual name of it, just a dab on the top. So, it's your very bright green. Aqua green, aquamarine, I don't know. There's like so many thousands. I pulled one of these things out, and the closest one I could find is this one too, and that's Blue Iris. But there's like Seafoam, there's the paint that I took was what was it? Sea Breeze. So this is supposed to be Sea Breeze. That's the cap. I took a cap off a can of Krylon, took it up and had her take a picture of it and then make me the color. And I didn't want to spray paint, I wanted to make my own chalk paint with it. I can do the edges a little bit. I just like to blend it in because I'm doing my top edge, so that way I don't leave the marks. Always brush in your edges, keeps them nice. You don't want your lines going crisscross on that part. That stands out quite a bit. Okay, it takes a few minutes for it to dry. Hit it with another coat. Sand in between the coats. That way it keeps a nice smooth finish on it. Especially if you're going to do a decal or you're going to do some stenciling. That really makes a difference on it. At the end it'll become rough if you don't when you put your stencils. That's a new stencil I'm going to show you guys. I made some of my new signs with. I have some signs of this drying right now. The gray, the wood stain, and I have some of these that I'm going to paint to decal too and stencil, so I'll be having more videos of that up. But for right now I'm trying to work on this and enjoy my Labor Day. Hope you guys are too. Ain't working too hard, ain't doing too much, doing what you want to do because you can. More fun than doing what someone else wants you to do. But have a great weekend. We'll see you more later. Okay, hey guys. As you seen in the last video, in the beginning of this video, my battery shut off. I was trying to explain to you guys that I was working on signs and a cabinet, trying this new wood, trying this new stain, the gray and the blue. These are going to be my new sign colors. I gotta get these done, get some of these done so I can get them up on my marketplace on Facebook. I've been selling them on there. This is one for my brother-in-law. Hope you get it. But it's just a new color. I'm just trying some newer things out. This one here. I'm noticing though with the gray stain on pine, you get, which my brother-in-law told me about it. I guess using the sealer works better because you get a lot deeper color. Unless you want it to be a little blotchier or worn out. I mean, I'm debating because it does sort of look good because it looks worn out more than what just stained. Like this one here does. This one's more stained, but it still has the spots where it didn't take as good. And that's sort of making them look good in a way because it's giving them that worn look. And I wanted to see how the blue is working. The blue is looking pretty good on here. That's really simple. I mean, I'm trying out this new stencil that don't really, they're okay, but they're so big. And I find out I'm not really liking them too much because of the size of them. They're not, I need to go get me a small set. I'm going to have to go to, break down and go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, one of them. I already keeps telling me to go to Michael's and get some different letters, and I said, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to. But, I mean, you can't, it's hard to line them up because you can't see. So I can show you guys. When you put it next to the next letter, it's really hard to estimate where it goes because you can't see through it like these. Even though the paint gets on them and everything. I'd like to find a set like this, clear. They're easier to find. You can space your letters better. These, I mean, they're okay. And I thought of cutting them apart, but it really don't make much difference. Because then you still have to try to, you'd have a funny shape because some of these, like that, one's above the other one, so you're not going to be able to square them up either. So it's pros and cons. Depends on what you like. I mean, it just takes more time to line these up. As you see, you got to get the letter from the bottom lined up where you want it to be pretty much. Try to slide it up. Try to level it. And I end up finding out that it ends up being like one letter somewhere down the line ends up being crooked. So I thought I'd give you guys some tips on that. This blue paint I made is working great. This chalk paint, so far I haven't had no complaints about it. I just did the whole dresser, which you'll see in this. I only got pictures of it because when I took you guys out to the garage for the video part, my battery went dead, and you see that in the beginning of this video. I'm just explaining it now why. But that's what you end up with. I mean, they're nice letters and everything. They're nice and fancy, but they're just so hard to work with. So I'm going to work on getting a set of these here, the clear blue, but in a smaller version. I want them to make bigger signs with a lot more words in it, not just one single word. Love. Do you like these? These are stickers. As you can see the reflection. I mean, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not fully set on them, and I'm not completely convinced of them. They look good. They're alright. They're easy to work with. I can simply make up whatever saying I want to put on here. But I want to make something where I can stack a couple of these together and make like a saying, like this: home, bless his home, Lord. And then I got these that I've been experimenting with. My cherry stain. And the blue looks really nice on here. But then again, like I said, see, I'm using tongue and groove. And what I did is I took the bottom off where the groove was, or the tongue. That's the tongue, that's the groove, yeah. And I took them off. I found it much better than, let me show you what I mean, right there. See how it's got the groove in it, where you can stack these and put one on top of the other, and see one stacks real easy. But I don't like this big gap I have in here, so I'm eliminating that. I'm slowly working with these to find out what things look better, like this. And a couple of them I took the top piece off. That even works better too. I like that. Like on this one. Basically that's what that was. But see how it gives me a nice beveled edge then. And if you look at that, all I do is take that piece off the top, and it makes quite a bit of difference. So that's when I started these, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and cut them, stain them before I go. But I wanted to show you guys just a couple little colors on here. How good the color comes out on here. This one's got to dry for a second. But yeah, the weather's been crappy. It's been in the 60s. Today was the first day we've actually had some decent sun and stuff. So hopefully I'll be getting out more and get some more stuff done. Get some more pictures. I got so much to do. Trying to keep up with this and working, and I mean it's just non-stop, and then the weather's not helping. I got another project going on. I'm gonna put some of it up maybe on this. I don't know. I still haven't decided until I start editing. It's a project I've been working on. That's what I've been working on too. Also, in between all this, that's why I haven't put a video up, because that video started it, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it. So that's sitting in my computer, partially done. So I want to get this one up so I can get this video up to show what's been going on lately. I got another sign I'm working on, but I can't show you guys because they can't be seen right now. But like I said, here's the new color. This gives you a good idea of what it looks like. I put the word kitchen on here, and I don't know if you can even see it. Probably not, got the bump, but it doesn't cover as good as I thought it was. And all I did was put it over the top of this. So I guess you gotta sand it. If you do, I'll let you guys know. If you put it on here and you don't like it, sand the letters back off, because you do get a little edge around them, I found out. But this color here, let's see what we can put on here. Let's try Love, I guess, just to show you guys how good the color comes up on here. But I'm going to start making these bigger, like I said, just to start getting them more organized and more like a sign, where I can put a couple of them. So I'd like to have them vertical instead of horizontal. And I think that would look better with two of them. Cut the edges off, put them together, and then put a nice saying coming down, like God bless this home, something to that effect. But here's the color against here, and it looks really good, but I think I need smaller letters, as you'll see the difference, how much these stand out, which is great. The color I want the color to stand out like that, but they're just too darn big. I wasn't expecting them to be that large of a letter when I first got them, and the more I did them, the more I started to realize. See, the color comes out really nice against the stain. After, I think if I had smaller letters, I could print something out really nice. So that's what I'm going to be working on here next couple of days. I'm going to get some of these made up, get these edges cut off, put some of these boards together, get out and get me some smaller letters, and I can do some more of these videos for you guys. I haven't done no fairy gardens lately. Just seemed like the request for them just died all of a sudden. Plus I gotta get to the market and see about getting them up. Maybe they'll sell there and people can get out and see them more. I got a big sign I'm working on now. You guys will get to see it here soon. I know I keep talking about it, but I can't show it because I gotta get it finished and done what I'm gonna do with it. That's all I can say. But for now, I just want to let you guys know what's going on. That I'm still here. I'm still doing videos. Just with the weather and stuff, I can't get out like I want. I want to take you guys to the park up here that we have one day. Get you guys. It's an awesome park. It's called Wildwood, and they got big long trails, a mile, like up to, I think it's like 3 or 5 miles you can walk, and they're really cool. I told my daughter we'd meet up. I'd meet up with her and my grandson and go out there for a walk for a day and take you guys with us and show you guys the park. There's deer out there. It's really gorgeous. They have a little gardens. They have a little building up there where it used to be a home, and the home got turned into, when the people died, passed away, they turned it into like a sanctuary, and it's now just a giant woods. I can't remember the whole story. The Stranahans, I think it is, owned it. If you want to Google them, and you'll see it's in Sylvania, Ohio. But the Stranahans own this big, huge piece of property, and now they turn it into a park for the people. And there's memorial benches and all kinds of really neat stuff. So I'll get there here soon. We'll get you guys there. Take a walk through that place. I'm trying to get out in just the weather and working, and I haven't been filming all that because it's not that interesting. I got a couple of videos up in my computer now that I got to upload, so I'm trying to get them worked out. I'm going to get some furniture. I'm going to start doing some furniture too. There's a big need for furniture all of a sudden. I've been noticing and keeping track on Marketplace on Facebook that the furniture here goes really well. So that's going to be my next project, is getting some furniture and getting them going. You'll see with this cabinet, that's what inspired it. And a lot of people are really wanting the drawers, dressers, tables. So I'm thinking about getting a bunch of them and stripping them down. I seen that there's a bunch of people doing them with the chalk paints and stuff like that. They're selling like crazy, so like hotcakes. So I figured I'll do something to help support my channel and get it going, keep some of the stuff happening for me. I still need some new equipment. My camera, I noticed today I tried to zoom in to read a label, and my auto focus is not working like it should for some darn reason. I don't know why. If the lens is stuck, I cleaned it, cleaned the whole camera, went through it, tried to adjust everything, turned everything on, made sure my autofocus is on, it's on, but for some reason it's not autofocusing like it should. So I'm definitely going to be needing a new camera, but that's later. Gotta get this computer taken care of. Still working on getting me a new computer. I'm still renting one right now. So renting a computer and all this equipment and buying this stuff is just eating up all my money. Trying to keep everything going. Your content is most important, I know, so that's what I'm trying to work on, is getting everybody something to watch. It gets boring after a while just watching somebody do the same thing, signs over and over and over. I mean, you've seen one sign, you've seen them all. But I am trying to get the different colors. I want to do some Halloween ones. Thinking about doing some black. I have a thing for Christmas is coming too, and I do these houses that are graham crackers, and the idea was given to me by looking at the books of at the grocery store of all those big fancy houses that they do out of the gingerbread, and I got inspired by them like 20 years ago, and every year I make them. So I think I'll put one on here this year too. That'll be something to look forward to. And it's actually all built out of candy. It's 100% edible. I wish I had taped and had pictures of all the ones I made. I've made castles. I've made churches. I've made houses. I've made log cabins, winter scenes, Santa Claus is on the sleigh, and I just designed something I created out of candy. So that'll be something else you'll get to see later on in the year. I'm debating on whether I've never done a Halloween one. Last year I built my grandson a haunted house out of this artboard, and it lit up and the lights blinked, and I did the skeletons and the ghosts and all that stuff in the trees, and I built the whole thing. I wish I had a picture of it. I'm going to try to find out from my daughter and see if she still has a picture of it, and I'll put it up on here. And I'm debating on whether I might make a gingerbread one for them. That would be something for you guys to see. It's just the content of buying all this stuff, and then you have to do something with it. If you're not selling it, you're wasting money by just having to put it up here for you guys. But you guys like it, so it's worth the time and the money to spend to do it. And I need a new SD card because my SD cards are so small. Because every time I make a video, I have to go download it right away, get it on the computer so I can store it, and then re-upload my cards up to get them on here. So it's just, I mean, it's a lot of work. People don't understand how much work YouTubing is. It really is. It keeps you busy. And your own life. Pretty soon here, this all I'll be doing is, once I get more space and more time, I'm going to start getting things organized where I can start doing more things, to put more content up, start exploring more, get around. Once I get my truck out, it'll make a huge difference. Having my truck back, I mean, it's been a month. They've had to re-tear the whole engine apart, rebuild the whole engine for me. So that's getting done. That's another thing. That costs money. So part of my money is going to that, to my computer, to this stuff, my paints, my stuff that I need, all the things that it takes to run YouTube, computers, cards, and my time. But you guys are worth it. I got 86 of you people, or 96 of you people that keep coming back to watch it, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it worth it. They will get better, I promise. I'm going to work harder as time goes. I'll get a better editing system. Right now I'm just using Movie Maker, so that one's a basic one. I can't do a whole lot with it. Once I can get one of the paid subscription ones that you can buy into, or you can do the photoshopping and all that stuff on it, and I can get my actual permanent computer where I can store more stuff in it. Right now I'm trying not to store too much in this computer because I don't own it, I'm renting it, so I don't want to put too much into it in case I lose it for some reason. Then I have to download all that stuff, so I've been trying to keep it on my sticks right away as soon as I download it, so I got it saved. But let you guys know what was going on. I'm going to be working on as much as I can here and getting it up. Like I said, maybe I'll do the gingerbread houses just to get some new content. I'm creative. I like to do different things. I've been doing these things for, like I said, over 20 years. Anyways, that's my hobby that I did, and that's what turned into me doing this. I'm always trying to find something new to make, design, whatever. I like building things. I like making things. And one day here, once I get my truck, I will be hopefully selling a bunch of this stuff, which will help me along and getting some more stuff done and get better content for you guys, which means farther I can go, the more I can do, the more I can film. But you have a great day. Enjoy your summer. We'll see you soon. Later.